So to build any building, how deep you are digging in the ground, focusing too much on the grammar. Here are the 4 things that is very important that I'll suggest you. Hello everyone. So today we are going to talk about reasons which is not letting you to speak a spoken English fluently. So the first and very important. So first one is foundation is not strong. So to build any building, how deep you are digging in the ground is going to decide how tall or how high the building you are going to make it. In the same way, in spoken English or be it for any region, anything, your foundation is very important. And here what I mean to say as a foundation is your grammar, modal verb. Many people, especially, they ignore the tense. Tense is your foundation. You have the 3 things, present, past and future, that to talk about. Whatever the sentences you make either of 3, right? So you have to know the foundation of the tenses. You have to know the foundation of the modal verbs. This is what we all speak every day. Whatever the words we use, whatever the sentences we use the same tense and the modal verbs. So that is very important to learn. If English is not your natural language, then definitely you have to build the foundation to build around. You don't have to cover everything in the grammar. At least you have to cover the tense and the modal verbs as a foundation. Second reason is focusing too much on the grammar. So you might be thinking, in the first reason I gave that focus on your grammar, focus on your foundation, and second one I'm saying that focusing too much on the grammar is a mistake. Yes, what I mean to say, when you speak the English, you always focus, concentrate on grammar line by line, word by word. So that is the meaning I was saying that focusing too much on the grammar. To speak the English, you don't have to focus line by line, word by word on the grammatically correct. When you are speaking, it is very obvious and natural, acceptable that you make the mistakes, grammatical mistakes. So the meaning of communication is that what I'm transmitting from my mouth should be receiving to same message what I'm trying, what I intend, what I wanted to communicate, what the message I wanted to give it, whether that message is being received on the other side or not. You check anyone, even the good speaker, they do make the mistakes grammatically, and that is acceptable. When we learn from the secondary language, let's say for example Hindi, Telugu, Kannada, whatever the language you are using as a mother tongue, and when you are speaking in English, so you are translating from that language to the English, and you have learned the grammar that if the sentence is ending with this, then this is the structure. If the sentence is ending with this, then this is the structure. And that is the problem that comes in. Because English, many times, the word ending with what you have been taught in your mother tongue, mother language, same is not applicable in English, because the English is the language of the sense, language of the context. In which context, in which sense you are saying it, that's differ. Because sentence itself, you know what is the meaning of the sentence. Sentence, when you are put together some words, and whether the complete sense it is making, whether something sense is coming out of that words or not, that is called the sentence. So in the same way, we have to learn the way where you don't have to focus much on the grammar. You have to focus on the sentence, that it is making some sense, it is making some meaning or not. That is starting point you have to learn. It's very good, and you should have to learn out the grammars. You should not make the mistakes grammatically. But when you are starting, you don't have to focus much on your grammar, especially when you are speaking. Third reason is fear of making mistakes. We all face the same situations. I do face fear of failure, fear of making mistakes are more dangerous than making the mistakes by itself. We always fear that I'll make the mistakes. You must have encountered the same situation in the colleges, schools, that you know the answer, but because you fear that you will make the mistakes, your answer might not be correct, then you don't give the answer. And when somebody gives the answer, you think that, oh, I knew this. So that fear of the mistakes is always holding you blocked. So please come out of the fear of the making the mistakes. Make mistakes. People who do something, people who try it, they only can make the mistakes. If I don't try it, I'll not make the mistakes. And I'll see I'm not making the mistakes. Does it making the sense? Am I improving myself? No. So come out of the fear of making mistakes, make mistakes. If you are making the mistakes, learn from it and improve it, rectify it, and move further. We always confined with the thoughts that people will mock you, people will make fun of me, people will laugh at us. That's correct. People make fun of anyone who is trying to do something good. Don't fear about the people. They're going to make fun of you or not. And anyway, let's say they're making the fun of you. You are known to 10, 20 people. They might be your friends, relative, family members. If you are making mistakes, they are making fun of you, then also that's fine. Rather than making the mistakes at your workplace, at your office, at the outside of your places, it's better. Let them make the fun of you. No worries. Take their laugh, take their mockery as your inspiration, and promise to yourself, I'll overcome this one day. And it's not only about the English, it's about anything you want to do. It's about anything you want to pursue in your life. So don't worry about the people. Worry about yourself, your career, your future. Lack of the purpose. Why I'm doing anything? If I'm learning the English, why I'm learning? I want to get a good job. I want to be a better speaker. I want to be a successful person. And if English is holding me back, then I have to overcome. If you have the purpose or the motivation for anything in your life, then nobody can stop you from achieving it. Because the purpose, motivation, determination, that will bring the burning desire, and that burning desire will overcome all the challenges that you face, that you encounter in the way of achieving what you want to achieve it. Inconsistency in the learning. We all start anything with a good fanfare, with good motivation, but after some time, after a week for some person, for other person after a month, they become irregular, they become inconsistent. They don't do, they don't learn, they don't practice every day or whatever the timelines they have scheduled it. Later on, that inconsistency will become a big gap. Then after some time, they will give up. And then they will say, I tried so much, but I did not get it through. No, it's not true, because you did not give the time seriously. You did not practice, you did not learn consistently. Consistency is very, very important. Tomorrow you are practicing something. If you are not practicing, if you are not learning tomorrow or day after tomorrow, again you will forget all the things. So to learn any language, anything, you have to be consistent. You are not surrounded yourself with the English ecosystem. So to become anyone, anything, you have to surround yourself with that ecosystem. Let's say if you want to be a businessman, then you have to surround yourself with a business ecosystem. You have to watch the business news. You have to surround yourself with the people who always think about the business. In the same way, if you want to learn the English, you have to surround yourself with the English ecosystem. So here are the 4 things that is very important that I'll suggest you. First, every day read for 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 15 minutes, whatever it suits to you. It's very important to start somewhere. So every day make a habit to read something. Second, so start watching or listening to English shows, English podcast, English comics. So second is the watching something in English. Third, every day pick one topic and speak about it for some time. Start with 1 minute, 2 minutes. So start with something and keep doing every day. So every day pick some topic and talk about it for some time. It could be 2 minutes also fine. 5 minutes fine, but do it. Fourth, so write every day something about it. So you have to do 4 things At least this bare minimum you can do without the help of the other people. So read every day, listen or watch the podcast, news, debate, movies, comics, cartoon, speak every day for some time, and write every day for some time. And if you have the people, surround yourself who speaks English and try to communicate, try to practice with them. That I know that is not possible. So that's why I said these four are important. If you have the option, if you have the people, then make use of them. So that ecosystem that will consistently feed your minds, and it will feed your minds with such the inputs from reading, writing, speaking, listening, then automatically your mind will start catching up all the words, catching up all the structures, and when over the period of the time when you start speaking, automatically these words, these sentences, these structures will start coming out of your mind. So that's why you have to surround yourself with the ecosystem of the English. Next reason is you are just remembering the words, and we have been told in the schools, remember the words from the dictionary. So the problem is that when you are remembering the words from the dictionary, you know a dictionary contains the lakhs and the lakhs of the word meaning, and it is practically impossible to remember all the words from the dictionary, and you are not going to do it, and you can't do it. 50% of the words that we speak regularly is the 100 words only. Then 80% of the words that we speak, that we use in our daily life in interaction at the workplace, office, home or hotel somewhere, then 300 words. Start with 10 words daily and don't just remember the words. That is the mistake you are making it. You don't have to remember the words because one words have the different meaning for different sense, for different context. You always have to remember the words, where it is being used, why it is being used in that situation. So you have to remember the words by its context, its usage, and best way to remember that words by remembering the words from the examples, because examples will give the way, give the idea, give the sense where it is being used, because one word can be used at a different positions. And the problem is that when remembering the meaning of the words, then when it comes to the using of that words, you know the words, you know the meaning, but you don't know the sense, you don't know the context, where and how to use it, and you are not able to do it. So always remember words with the context and the sense and the where to use it. And remember the words along with examples. These are the mistakes that we all do and we all have been through. It's not something that you are making it. Somebody making the mistakes in one region or two region or three region, somebody would be making the most of the regions. So that depends person to person. But these are the major reasons that we all do and we all are doing it, and we have to come out of it. So don't worry about the people. Believe in yourself. Keep learning every day. Keep practicing what you learn. And one day you will become the star speaker. If you find this video useful for you, then please like the video. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe the channel. So see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.